shit, I know what I actually want to be doing was stretching, and I forgot about that because I was just talking about this horribly sore thing. Gonna do this one. So I watched this thing last night. It was fucking fascinating about what that is. About the boars in Chernobyl. BOAR, not that dogs. You can look up the Chernobyl dogs. That's really interesting too. But so Chernobyl, while horrible, also has been an incredible opportunity for scientists to study, like the how the environment processes radiation. And in the course of this, I learned about radioactive isotopes. Oh shit. It kind of freaked me out. I don't know why. So radioactive isotopes, which is the particle, and now, so the thing with radioactive isotopes is they can decay, and I think that's a bad thing that breaks them down into like grosser pieces, or not. They can decay or not, and you have no idea when it's going to happen. It just happens, and there's no precursor, there's no indication, so it's just going to happen. You don't know why. So that's why when they talk about a half-life, that half-life is like, I think, like an average of all the ones that have decayed, and it's something like that. So anyway, that's why that particle is in Schrodinger's box, because that is something that we have absolutely no idea what's going to happen to it. We cannot predict whatsoever. And there's probably nothing else like that. With anything else we tried to put in there, you'd at least be able to predict a little bit of what might be happening. So anyway, so that's why they put that into Schrodinger's box. So that was a side road. Let's get back to the main road. Okay, so the boars in Chernobyl. So Chernobyl offered a really great opportunity to learn to learn how the environment processes radiation. So they test things. They've been testing them for years, ever since Chernobyl happened, and they test, the animals, and there's a bunch of wild dogs out there. It's crazy. They test the animals, they test the plants, they test the soil, they test all that shit, and everything there. It slowly lowers, the radiation lowers, except for the wild boars. That radiation, the test in them has just stayed steady, where everything else is dropping down. The wild boars are just steady here. So this is why. There were a bunch of nuclear tests in the 50s. At Chernobyl before, I don't know where, somewhere, near Chernobyl, before the Chernobyl power plant was built. They leaked a lot of radiation into the ground. So the way that is processed in the ground is through the mycelium. The mycelium tries to keep the ground environment clean. So it processes through the mycelium and comes out in the form of a mushroom. The mushroom, right? So, and that is what the boars love to eat. So they've been eating the radiation from the nuclear tests in the 50s. And apparently the Chernobyl radiation has sunk down to such a level that it's right there. So because of the mycelium, they are eating something that's being processed from deep in the ground, deeper than anything else it's eating. Trees don't process that. It's the fucking mycelium that does it. So, yeah, what does mycelium do? Mycelium, processes crap for us, It's like a serious workhorse of, this is what irritates me about Buddhism. I know this seems like a big turn, but it's not. I watched a video on Buddhism last night about it's the Tibetan Book of the Dead, and you go and there's just three choices. You go join the light, or you're scared of the light, or you're super scared of the light, and those are your three choices. Anyways, so, but all it does is focus on nirvana and losing the physical body and losing all this, and never once, at least in this, did it talk about the physical world. And to me, the physical world is so fucking amazing. Even when things hurt, the fact that we can feel, the fact that, these boars in Russia, everything is so fascinating. How, I don't want to leave here. I'm not looking for nirvana. It's absolutely fascinating to me here. I know not everybody feels that way. But man, it's like watch some documentaries, even some short ones on YouTube, and you'll be like, what the fuck? Look up moths and moths and butterflies. Look up how caterpillars actually turn into butterflies. That'll fuck you up. All right.